LD, speech language impairment. And what we've asked the state ed department to now throw in there is OHI, other health impairments. Can anybody tell me why? What's going on with OHI?
It can encompass so many different kids with so many different things going on.
Right.
Like, you could even classify a student OHI if they have chronic lice. You
Right.
can classify a student OHI if they have some form of ADHD.
Right. You know, and that's the discretionary part that we want administrators, child study teams to really think about in terms of this process. But as you see when we're talking, you know, how it's emerged, these rates of disproportionality, is part of it is not recognizing that 504 is an option, but only seeing special ed as the service that can be provided. And Joette's right. I mean, it encompasses so much. And part of what we've been seeing over the last 7 years is that as we've seen some of our districts' classification rates go down in particular disability types, particularly LD and ED, that we've seen the increase in OHI. And so we've, you know, so in 2009 we asked the state ed department to actually include OHI in terms of us being able to look at sort of what are the rates of disproportionality occurring in our school districts. And also, you know, we have a little bit of a running hypothesis in terms of what is going to be the effects of the implementation of response to intervention, right? Because I know New York, RTI is slated to be in place in every school district, or a framework, I should say. RTI is a framework, it's not an intervention. There's many school districts that I walk into, I'm RTIing the kid, which, right, it's a verb, right, it's like an action, like you know, like they'll actually, I'll say, so what are your interventions? Well, we RTI them, and then we PBIS them, and I'm like, but those aren't interventions, right? So what we're hypothesizing is what's happening in terms of the implementation of RTI, because in New York it's focused on K-3 reading, because they're sticking strictly to the research and paying attention to what's, you know, we're trying to minimize the discrepancy that's happening, particularly around LD classification. So the attention to LD, we're concerned that you may have a decrease around LD, but a subsequent rise in other areas. And OHI is one of those areas that we've been seeing an increase, mostly in terms of related to ED